Hello and welcome to another hilarious and quasi-educational podcast from comedian Max Weinstein. During the tour, be respectful to the other guests and to the staff at all times. Do not touch anything unless it explicitly says you are allowed. And do remember, everyone hates us here.
Hello, and welcome to another episode of Everyone Hates Us Here, with my guest, the hilarious and very well-trained nurse and comedian, Stacy Martinelli. How's it going?
Hi, it's going great. It's a gorgeous day.
It is. We are here in San Luis Obispo at the San Luis Obispo Museum of Modern Art, and we're going to check that out in just a second. We are at the park side, not on the street side. That's where we're going to be starting. And as usual, we're going to be putting our right hand on the wall and just following that as much as we can. But before we go in, I'd like to point out there's like a weird lizard statue, and that's to the right of the door. It's like two lizards kind of cuddled up.
Yeah, in the sun, where they always cuddle up.
They are more friendly looking than most lizards. Like, it seems like I could cuddle up with those lizards and they probably wouldn't mind.
They're not. Have you ever seen real lizards out on
No.
a rock and they do the push-ups?
I've never seen lizards.
You've never seen lizards do push-ups?
No. I've only seen lizards in statues and in the movies.
They don't do as many in the movies.
That's unfortunate. So are you saying that most lizards are actually pretty ripped?
So I looked it up one day, and so they do these, it looks like little push-ups, and it has to do with intimidating other lizards who might be coming into their territory.
That makes sense.
Which is what humans do too.
Yeah. Whenever I'm with a girl and some dude rolls up, I just drop down and start doing push-ups.
Yeah.
It's not a lot, but like I do a couple.
Then I roll over and just lay there.
Yeah, usually. And then we also have, to the left of the door, we have like a wooden crane type thing. It actually, oh wow, it wraps around the building. The artist's use of color and light captures nature's beauty for all to enjoy.
I assume she was talking about other artists.
Yeah, that was Maggie Jorgensen's quote.
Because there's no color in this, and it's in the shade.
Yeah, this is brown and in the darkness. It captures all of nature's browns. And sometimes the lighter browns and the darker browns. It's like tiled as well. It's pretty neat.
Each tile is individual.
Imagine if they carved one of the birds and like the wing was like an inch off. You put it together and all it says just doesn't fit anymore.
Like, how'd they make this one? We need one tile just for his head.
Yeah, imagine if they like broke this up amongst a couple different workers. Like, okay, I need you to make it. We just need a bird head in the top left corner. That's it. We've got all the other pieces.
Like, if this was government work.
Yeah, exactly. I'm sorry. This is actually a union job. Each person needs to make one tile. 5 minutes in between each. All right, we will see you inside. All right, so we've walked directly in, and we can see looks like a diorama, and I don't know what it's a diorama of. It seems to be a very nice building.
You know it's somewhere in slow because everyone's white.
That's true. To be specific, they're very gray, which is very slow.
Yeah.
Oh, I think this is what they want the museum to be like.
Because that's the mission right there.
And that's the History Museum.
Oh, okay.
Oh, wow. A whole remodel, hopefully, I guess. Oh, that might be bad. If they come for this podcast, they could just have no idea what we're talking about. Like, the whole layout might be different.
It will be different.
That's all right. Well, I do encourage everyone to come on down and take the tour and listen to it, because that's the goal, to explore the great indoors. If you're just listening to it, that's fine too. I appreciate it.
Yeah. You get to hear about the beautiful art that we'll see.
And so, yeah, we're starting at the right wall as soon as you come in. We're looking at an exhibit called Kid's Eye View. The first one is a road. We've got some demon trees, which I appreciate. It's very much like the demon trees that I see when I'm on the road.
I think there's like a flying spaghetti monster with breasts.
These kids making things about religion and sexuality.
Yeah.
It's just some advanced topics
Really?
that I don't know if I was ready for at the time that I would have drawn something like this.
And you can see the hopelessness just
Oh yeah, that
a road
is.
towards nowhere.
Yeah, that's an accurate depiction of the rest of this guy's life.
Sorry about that, Harper.
Oof,
Age
rough.
11.
I do like the cacti in the front, in the foreground. I don't know if that's part of it. Oof, we got someone touching the art. We've got someone touching. This might be the first time we get thrown out of the museum. Okay, technically we got thrown out before, but that was because the museum closed.
Okay, well there. It'll be the second time.
We've got one, it looks like maybe a broken window. At first I thought that cross was for Jesus.
I kind of thought that too. It kind of looks like two dildos next to each other.
Oh, I see that. Yeah. Oof.
With
Those
confetti
are...
flying down, because that's something to celebrate.
Surprise, I got you 2 new dildos. That's a lot of money. That's like at least what, like $80, $100? Dildos are expensive.
You get good ones, I guess.
Yeah, I just find mine in the trash.
Fine, you don't get the used ones. You go
Pre-owned.
Goodwill for your dildos like I do.
CarMax for dildos. Welcome to Dildo Max, where we can get you your own pre-used dildo from a respectful owner. All the tests have been done on the dildo. It's got all its low mileage.
Our experienced appraiser does each one himself.
Yeah, you have someone test drive it to make sure that it's still good. It can handle all the curves, all the turns. Dilmax, your dildo supplier today.
What do we got here? It's like a little igloo and a
Yeah.
sunset.
It's a collage. This is the same type of kid who eventually is going to make a letter out of collaged writings for a serial killer. Like,
Yeah.
You know what I mean? This is definitely a precursor to that. If my kid brought this to me, I would then immediately bring my kid to a psychologist.
Well, we're blaming the kid here. What if this is a shitty parent who just shredded their kid's art and was like, "Hey, sorry about that."
That's true. I didn't even consider abuse. Yeah, this could be a kid who's working super hard and their dad's just like, "Fuck it, I'm gonna rip up your art, turn it into something new."
I live alone in a cold, vast wasteland.
Yeah.
That's my home.
I think that block in the
This is
left
a
corner
crime.
represents his father. Again, still the kid should see a psychologist.
I think it's a cry for help.
In that case, I think it's incredible because pain makes true art.
It does.
As we know.
And comedy.
Yeah, absolutely. I like this one. It's a sea of black and green. I think there's maybe a sun in it.
I thought it was a banana. It looks like the banana that dances.
Oh, true. Are you talking about the top right corner?
Yeah.
I was talking about the yellow ball in the center.
Oh, the big yellow one is the sun.
It might. I don't know. There's the sun and the moon, or it's a dancing banana and a flaming orange.
Yeah.
Who knows? Well done. Well done.
What
It's
is
really-
this sign? What do you think? What is that? It looks like a roadway sign.
Yeah, like for, I don't know, maybe a speed limit sign, 10 miles an hour.
Okay.
That makes sense for most of slow. Yeah, then underneath we see an abstract, really quite stunning. Probably the best piece of artwork I may have ever seen. From
Easily.
Anna. Oh, I like it. It's Triptych is the name. Unless that's the style.
I think that's the materials. Because
Oh.
each one lists the materials, pastel, mixed
Oh,
media.
the medium.
So I'm not sure what triptych is. That might be a new street drug.
Yeah, that's when you've got a 25-inch dick.
Go Anna.
You fall. You triptych. I actually stepped on my dick. I'm sorry.
Ouch. Circumcision.
Yeah.
It's like tying your shoes.
Yeah, you don't want a
For your
long sleeve
penis.
penis. Looks like we've got a pillow hanging from the ceiling.
Well, this is the mission. There's a lot of homeless people out there. Maybe
It
one
could
of the
just-
children made them a pillow.
It could just be one of their pillows, and that's why it's covered in black shit.
Could be. There's a lot of staples involved in this.
Yeah,
Giant
staple
paper
star.
doily.
Yeah, like when someone calls me a snowflake for being a liberal, that's what I like to picture. This
Yeah.
fucking manly ass stapler covered snowflake. I don't think that snowflake would melt.
I don't think it would. I think it would burn pretty quick, though.
That's fair. And behind that snowflake, we have a geometric thing.
It's like Iron
that's-
Man.
Yeah, I could see that being a superhero.
Yeah.
I would say that it focuses heavily in geometry, but it doesn't look like the person used a ruler,
No.
which makes me a little upset.
And they might have had cerebral palsy.
God damn it.
Check out this.
Ooh.
Go Raul.
And
Relief sculpture.
it's on both sides. The two different kids did this.
Oh, what? So there's chess pieces on this side, and you got chess pieces on your side.
Yeah, I like on the lighter gray side, it looks almost like a city
Yeah.
or some sort of machine. We've got lots of chess pieces, like you said. We've got some golf tees.
Yeah.
We've got maybe a piece of a fan.
If you were to set this upright, it would almost look like a ship.
I could see that. Yeah.
Puzzle piece.
Yeah, on the back we got a puzzle piece. We got some thumbtacks, soda caps. Love it. Above it, we see a pink mass. To be perfectly honest,
Pink and
I'm
gray.
not sure. Pink and gray are actually the two colors of love. Pink, the initial, like, that hot, beautiful,
Okay.
the cuteness, and the gray is just the rest of your life with someone.
Yeah, that's too long. That's a gray.
Yeah. Actually, Lucy, way to go. Really capturing the meaning of love and at such a young age.
These kids are so hopeless.
Good.
Is that how Young
Good.
League
That's
started?
appropriate. That's appropriate.
I feel like I was full of hope at some point.
Why? It must have been very disappointing when you lost it.
I was homeschooled. I was
Oh, that
really
makes
dumb.
sense.
Everything came to me a few years later than normal.
That's all right.
I kind of like the color scheme in these ones. The
Yeah?
bright teal and black and gray and white.
Yeah, I'm a big fan of the teal color.
Like, this has some depth to it.
It even has some texture to it.
It's like we're looking down into an empty Starbucks cup.
Huh. I was thinking like a crack in space, like
Ooh.
like somewhere, like you looked deep into a cloud and then you saw like a rip. And it was just like, wait, what?
Okay, I can see that.
Nice. All right, we're gonna follow along, and we're actually gonna stay in this room,
Okay.
but we're still checking out the kids. And there's like an inner wall. We're looking at the gray wing, but we're not going in. So we've got
Study in circle dots.
study in circle dots. We've got this one says black, dark, and silent in your head.
So some mental illness, probably.
Yeah, this kid's real edgy.
Mariposa.
This kid's really fucking edgy. I'm not gonna lie, like this.
For a 9-year-old.
Yeah, that guy's
Like-
gonna be in a punk band.
This is like a 14-year-old, but she's 9.
She's just way ahead of her time. Good for her.
This one says Orange Sun Tide Orange?
That's actually the name of a band that the first person is in.
Is that
Hi,
true?
welcome. This is Orange Tide, Sun Tide. And we're gonna say fuck our parents.
All right.
We've got some trees with goldfish in it. I like that.
I like it. It looks like there's a bunch of little rainbows all detached in the sky.
Nice. I thought those were like flags, but I dig that
What
too.
is that? Are those trees all gay?
Hopefully.
Maybe. That's why I don't see any honeybees anywhere.
Why do honeybees? Are they homophobic?
Well, I don't know. People don't pollinate each other if they're gay.
I'm confused about the bee metaphor. Are bees against male trees? Is that a
No,
thing?
I think they're down.
Huh. I think that like the idea of having male and female trees is humorous already. Like we just assigned that. We're like, okay, that's the lady tree, and that's the man tree. It's like that's not. I don't know. It doesn't really look like that. They don't really have the same things. Like yeah, like I know it's a different biology, and we're like, no, that's the penis of the tree. Just so we understand this, we can't just call it something else. That's the tree penis.
Now I don't know if this is true, but
That's fine.
I remember reading that bell peppers, there's male and female bell peppers,
Yeah.
and you can tell the difference by how many
Penises
like
are in it?
lobes they have, you know? Like when you cut them, if they're like 4 or 3.
Oh, which one's which?
I want to say 4 is female, but I'm
Fantastic.
not 100% sure.
Because I've only been eating 3-lobed ones. I don't know what it was. I just knew they were like, I don't know, 20% better per hour.
Yeah,
Something like that.
they gave you 20% more nutrition.
Yeah, absolutely. That's why I pay more for them.
Damn it. You're gay for bell peppers.
That and everything. Every other vegetable. Or fruit. Is that a fruit?
I think they're vegetables.
Okay. I'm just so gay for vegetables. We've said that many times on this podcast.
Have we?
Yeah, that's dating back to episode 1. Yeah, our viewers at home will have seen me be gay with many vegetables, many times.
I'm glad it reaches past just bell peppers.
Yes, yeah, it's not a bell pepper
Variety,
thing. But
different
yeah,
colors.
absolutely. I don't want to sound weird. It's not just bell peppers.
Yeah.
It's every vegetable. If there's a male and female version,
Good.
you know which one I'm picking.
Good.
I like this collage. It's very trippy, very heady. It's got some snakes, a mama lion licking her cub, which is pretty cute, not gonna lie.
That's pretty cute. Just ignoring that giraffe in the background, that could be dinner.
Oh yeah, giraffe butt is right there, but nope. Maybe she's eating the cub. Maybe it's not that cute.
Maybe she ate the baby giraffe.
Baby giraffe is so
I feel like that's a
tasty.
bear with some vultures eating the bear.
Wow.
This is a
I didn't
gnarly
know
picture.
vultures could beat a bear. I like the snakes up on the top just chilling.
Yeah,
Like the
floating out of the
traditional-
sky.
The traditional evil animal is the only one not eating someone. That's good. Another dark road of hopelessness. Thank you.
Yeah. Another kid whose parents chopped up their original artwork,
Yeah, sorry, Ashlyn. Your parents didn't like
taped it together randomly. More goldfish.
More
And
goldfish.
I think that's a seal or
It doesn't look like seal. He's a black guy, right? Looks like a dog. Wow.
they're both black. I don't know.
That's fair. I like the texturing in the top, that spiral kind of thing. I don't know if she like dragged that in through the paint. Looks like it.
I wonder what she used.
Maybe like a fork, because all the radii
there's so
like
many.
stay. They stay
it has to be
constant.
really
Like the
long.
distance between them is constant.
Yeah.
So yeah, I can see that being a fork. Though on actually some of these are decreasingly radial, so maybe not. Maybe just one stick, and she's just really talented.
And patient.
Yeah. What if this person's actually good at art?
You go, Ashlyn.
Yeah, way to go, Ashlyn. Again, despite your parents hating it.
Yeah.
Above we have, I don't know. Honestly, just not a whole lot of effort.
No, 8 years old.
I feel like my kid could do that.
I would still be proud of my kid if they could do that.
I would be upset if that was like if I gave my kid an hour and they came up with that. Adoption.
Then you would be
It's
the
an
parent of
option.
Ashlyn, and you chop it all up
Ooh.
and say, glue it together.
See, I don't want to bring the pain to the kid. I just get rid of the kid and get a new one.
Yeah, because there's no pain involved in that for them.
Yeah. Well,
They'd
maybe
probably be happier.
Realistically, like if I'm their parent, me putting up for adoption is probably the best thing for them. Because I don't even want kids.
Especially if they're eating any leftover vegetables.
That's true, because I was, as previously mentioned, very gay with them. Ooh, Morrissey. That's a surprising turn up here.
I feel like that's better. The 6-year-old did a better job than that 8-year-old.
Yeah, again, that 8-year-old had very little effort.
Yeah.
And I don't want to personally insult
Maybe they
her,
were
but she's a bad
mentally
artist.
challenged.
That's not an excuse. I've seen art from elephants. Like, come on.
That's a good point.
But yeah, way to go, JB. A nice still life of some apple, I think.
Yeah, basket.
I don't know what the other thing is. I really
Circles.
couldn't guess what fruit that is.
A pear. That's
Really?
a pear.
Really?
Yeah, I mean, from a child's point of view, it's small on top and then has a big like lower end.
Fair enough. Here it is. I don't know what that is. It's a sea of purple, some yellow, and some green in there. This is definitely the last person who was allowed to use the easel.
Just all the colors mixed together.
Yeah, it's like when you're done with a thing of Play-Doh and it's just kind of brown.
Do it anymore. So
Did you ever get
I
Play-Doh?
don't really do much of anything.
We did get a little bit of Play-Doh. It dried up, and then we didn't get any more.
My mom never wanted me to have Play-Doh because she was afraid I'd eat it.
It's salty.
I've heard. I've never gotten to taste it, unfortunately.
You're a grown-up. You can buy all the Play-Doh you want. And you get to decide if it's a boy or girl.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
I didn't even... You just opened my world. I'm going to buy some Play-Doh and I'm going to eat it tonight.
Some cisgender Play-Doh.
Oh yeah, I'm going to have a gender reveal party for my Play-Doh.
Wasn't that thing with the German?
You can make rainbows.
Okay, I'm not going to lie. I think gender reveal parties are the dumbest thing.
They are.
And I didn't know they were a thing.
It was good.
Really?
Until people started complaining about them. Like, I didn't, like, I saw one, it was like, the gender reveal, and it came out with, like, they popped a balloon.
And then confetti comes out of a certain color.
Yeah. And instead of, like, colored confetti for the bi-gender system, it's just white confetti, and they're like, we'll let them pick. And I was like,
Oh my goodness.
and it was like, okay, sure, raise your kid 100%.
At least they got to be white.
Like, sure, raise your kid gender neutral, that's fine, I don't care.
Yeah.
Do your thing. But then why did you bring all those people out?
No, that's such a bait and switch.
Haha, virtue signaling. We brought all you together just to make this video. Just to make a point that we could have told you just over a text message.
And really, just to make a point, gender doesn't matter. It's like a political point they're making.
Yeah, exactly. And it was like, okay. And then it turns out that's a thing that people do. I thought you just went like, oh, hey, we're having a girl.
Or, hey, we don't want to find out. We'll find out when we have a baby.
Yeah, or I guess nowadays you can say, you know, we're just going to raise it with non-traditional gender roles.
Yeah.
And it's like, oh, all right, you go for it. I didn't think a party was in order. Sorry, back to the wall, back to the tour.
So we just got somewhere that makes me really happy because I see a bunch of rainbows.
That's true.
And rainbows are my favorite.
I was actually talking to someone about you earlier today. I said that you were going to be on my podcast, and they said, is that the comedian with the rainbow socks?
Oh, yeah,
And
probably.
I said, yes, it was. And I said, it's also one of the only female comedians you've seen at any of my shows.
Aw, that's a bummer.
You're the only one I actually allow to perform near me because I trust you enough.
Near you?
Yes, all the other women are banned from shows.
Are they sexually assaulting everybody?
Yeah, they sexually assault everyone. That's why we were trying to get women out of comedy because they're just really a toxic influence.
We are. Always wearing those short skirts and
Seducing
having gender
us.
reveal parties that are anticlimactic.
Bastards. So with the rainbows, we've got a lot of rainbow geometries. I did get some tessellations, very groovy. If that was a tapestry, I'd put it up in my drug den.
Could be some plagiarizing between this one and that one.
Yeah, Olivia and Tia. That's mighty suspicious. That could just be a collab, maybe.
I like Olivia's better.
Yeah?
She did a
That's
better job.
fighting words.
Yep.
Oof. Tia, are you gonna just stand for that? Let us know in the comments, Tia, how frustrated you are that Stacy picked Olivia over yours. I'm gonna say it's kind of a toss-up, but all right. Moving on, we've got some things on a table with a dead flower. Yeah, it's cool, I guess. It's kind of reminds me of Cruella de Vil.
I think this is similar to the 5-year-old. You've got the apple, and then I feel like that's a pear. Red apple, yellow pear.
Are they doing still lifes of the same
I
thing?
think they were. Damn. We've got this dead.
Dead plant in the
I think this might
background.
be another child of abuse.
Yeah, all these kids draw things so sad. How do they get them prepared for life so easily?
I don't know.
Like, I remember being happy until I was like 16, 17. Like, if I had been sad earlier, the life I'm living now would have been much easier to deal with.
We've been prepared for it. Could have done some more push-ups.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, we are going to turn back to the left wall as soon as you enter the museum.
This is where Tia comes back. She actually used a ruler and made some art that makes sense.
Yeah, these are some abstracts, but they've got some hardcore geometry in it. They've got a handful of colors intersecting with another. I really like these. These are like some real art.
She used different thickness of lines, and they intersect and the colors change.
Yes.
Look, even dotted lines.
Oh yeah, this has got some stencils, some compasses in
Yeah.
here. Maybe trace a couple shapes.
Tia's not so strong with the rainbows. She's great with geometry.
Oh yeah, Tia, your abstract pieces over here, the simple ones with the big white background, A+. A+. We have another person drawing some fruits and flowers.
And that looks the same as the one on that wall with the dead thing of flowers and then apple and a pear.
Yeah, I'm gonna say uncreative and plagiaristic. Moving on. We've got another one from our favorite, J.B. Morrissey.
Oh, that's right.
This one looks like one of the fire attacks from Pokemon.
Oh, okay. I haven't seen Pokemon. I was thinking it looks like if a rooster were to step on your face.
Yeah, that's
got,
accurate.
Like 3 toes and then some little claws coming out the side.
Orange fur.
Uh-huh.
Like a chicken. Absolutely. Below, we've got, I believe, 2 cars. Or maybe a car and a helicopter.
Oh.
Either way, I'm going to say does not look like a car. Try again next time.
Maybe they're covered in blood.
Ooh.
Maybe these cars were hitting pedestrians.
Did they watch Death Race recently?
I hope so.
Have you watched all of the Death Race movies?
I have not.
I would recommend watching Death Race 2000.
Okay.
It's the original Death Race. It was made in 1980, and it's hilarious.
1980.
It's pretty incredible. I wouldn't say 1980 specifically, but it was made in the 80s.
Okay.
And there's one pun in the entire movie, and it's saved for so long. Like, there's a huge component of the plot or of one character that is literally only there for a pun at the end of the movie.
That's beautiful.
It is. I appreciate it so much that they were willing to do that.
And I love puns.
Oh, yeah.
I would watch the movie just for the pun.
Then you'll enjoy it. We've got Braxton. Braxton is absolutely a name I'd expect a child to be named right now.
Braxton with a Y. Let's get that clear.
Yeah. I'm sorry, Braxton. You've got a stereotypical name for your generation. Sorry about that. What comes after Gen Z? Does this gen have like a descriptor yet?
I am not aware. I'm an ancient millennial.
Are you the young? Are you the oldest millennial? Like, are you in that group?
I was in 87, and I think millennials started in like 85.
Yeah. You're like the very beginning of the millennials. You're the millennials that people are like, wait, how are you complaining about millennials? They've got jobs. Like, they're not in high school. What are you talking about?
Yeah. And
Yeah.
I've been saying that for 5 years. Like, millennials are awesome.
It's true. Millennials are the best. Braxton, however, has drawn a pretty good owl.
I would say that's decent. So the paper he used was a dark gray, and all of the
It's hard to start out with.
The chalk-like pastels just kind of pop the color out, and it's bright. And the owl, it's kind of judgy.
Yeah, I would say that the look of that owl is like, what are you doing with that fork?
Ooh. His eyes follow you.
Wherever you go.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's got one of those. Also, the cat next to it. I just noticed that. Oh my god! I just noticed both the cats here. Holy shit! Whoever drew these cats on the right side, Addison and Emma. Oh my god! These are some of the most terrifying things I've ever seen in my entire life.
To be honest, before I really looked, I thought that was an owl.
That's a bad sign.
This cat has, like, I guess it's a cat. It has a cat face, but it has the little cat ears. The same owls have those little tiny feather ears that they do.
Addison might not get this joke, but if you think about like Raiders of the Lost Ark, when they're melting, that's that cat.
It does. They're like its face is melting off of it.
That cat saw the Ark of the Covenant.
And what happened here? She just like grabbed pens or crayons and went "Ugh!" and scribbled real hard, and then got sick of it and grabbed another one and scribbled real hard.
Yeah, that's about my drawing skill at the time, but I didn't try to put it in a museum. I didn't frame it. Hell, my parents wouldn't even put it on the fridge because they knew it was bad. They were trying to be realistic with me.
I mean, they could have put it on the fridge, but maybe not a gold star. Maybe like a
Like on the bottom of the
murky
fridge.
green star.
At the bottom of the fridge.
At
So
the
it
bottom, there you
scrapes
go.
the bottom and gets the dust.
It gets all dirty, yeah.
And then the other one below it is just fucking horrifying. I don't know what I can say about it. It's like a moldy cat.
It looks like if the cat was a Joker.
Oh.
Like it's got the green fur hair going on. It's got some purple. Didn't the Joker have paint that went through like vertical down through his eyes?
I think when he had the original mask on,
Okay.
at least in the Christian Bale Dark Knight Returns, the second one, I don't know. Those movies are overrated. Fight me in the comments.
That's cool.
All right, we are moving into the next room. On the
adult.
wall, it says the Coastal Awakening, an Iselin perspective. I don't know what that word is. I don't know.
Perspective just means where you're standing. You see it differently.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha, thank you. So, this first one we see on the left wall as soon as you walk in, we've got Earth. That's what it's titled.
So if you stand back and you look at the three, it's earth, fire, and water.
Oh,
And I think
we
that's
just need
part of
wind and
it.
heart.
We do, or at least wind.
To get Captain Planet, we need heart.
Oh, okay.
Thank you. The first one is it looks like a percussive, just like, it's a deconstruction tool. It's attached to maybe like, I don't know, it looks like a typical construction vehicle, but then the tool coming out is just a bar, and it just hammers shit. It's just a pneumatic hammer breaking something. It's a good timing.
Yeah, and you can see the dirt flying up.
Yeah, love the color palette, how the majority of it is black and white, but there's that touch of color for the yellow on the cat equipment.
Is that yellow?
It's like an orangey yellow. It's definitely got low contrast. Most of the color was taken out of the photo generally.
I don't like it. I like all the dust.
Yeah, I like it in the air.
And how the light hits the dust and comes down.
You can see a couple of rays coming through it.
Yeah.
Very cool. Next we got fire. So this could have been taken literally anywhere in California.
Yep, in the summer.
Oh yeah. People just love to set our shit on fire. I don't get it. I'm not a huge fan of smoky air, but you know, that's God's mysterious plan. Set us all on fire.
I like how there's this one tree in the foreground that's like, not me, suckers.
Oh, but it's coming.
It is.
It's coming.
That tree's not running very fast.
Nope. No. The definitely not an ent.
Hopefully the photographer ran faster than that tree.
Yeah, certainly. Otherwise he'd still be there. Yes.
I'm sure there's a way to take pictures and just upload them to a cloud somewhere. So you could take pictures and die and still have your photos.
Oh, fair. You just have to have a very reliable team at home to print it and get it published, as opposed to just worrying about your funeral.
Yeah.
Like, you need people who work with you who are there for the art, not personal. Because if they care about you, the whole thing's gonna get sidetracked.
This is true.
Paying for art. You got water. It's a waterfall. Meh.
Yeah, just
Meh.
a waterfall. Gray palette.
Yeah, like, honestly, I think the black and white is a little unnecessary on this one. But that's just me, and I'm an art expert, so that's fine. We've got a video piece of art.
So this goes for a while.
Oh, Jesus.
And I just saw a woman, or maybe it was a man, but they were covered in mud and like wriggling.
Right now we're looking at someone who's humping a tree.
He looks naked. He is probably at least 5 or 6 feet up in the tree and just holding on to it with his legs.
Yeah, I'm actually kind of curious how he is holding on. I think there's got to be something supporting his butt behind the tree, because that's a real hard way to sit on there.
This is gonna make me think twice about touching a tree, because now I feel like genitals have possibly been there.
Like, it's when you're touching like elevator buttons and like handles.
Genitals been there too?
Yeah, you don't hit your. Wait, have you never seen a man hit an elevator button with his penis?
No.
That's how I do it.
Damn it.
No, I'm saying like, maybe in like hotels you expect there to be cum on stuff.
Yeah.
Like-
Oh, there's his butt.
Oh yeah, shit, no, dude's just holding on.
I do like butts.
You like butts?
I do.
I'm a big fan of butts.
They're the best.
I cannot lie. As Mick Hammer once said.
Okay. McHammer.
It's one of my favorite mistakes in local news was saying MC Hammer was coming back. and a woman on Fox said, "The McHammer is back."
Aw, that's adorable. I don't think she was a millennial.
No. But may also have been too young for MC Hammer. So the guy is now climbing the tree. We're back to the video. We're just still watching this video.
His butt is there again.
Sliding up and down the tree.
He's strong. Is this how he got in such good shape?
This is Native American pole dancing.
Okay.
I think it's called embracing earth, and that's got to be the same thing. He's really embracing that earth.
He does have like Pocahontas hair. I don't know. Oh, he's doing a little dance, kind of like moving with the energy.
That is what this video is what I'm afraid would happen if I took shrooms.
I can't tell who's the victim in this Me Too moment, if it's him or the tree.
Yeah, who's being assaulted here? Is it the tree or is it this man? I think more bark is coming off the trees, so I'd say he's the aggressor.
Okay, that makes sense.
All right.
I think he's dying now.
Yeah, he's dead. We'll move on from this video.
Okay.
Now to our right, we see a set of tiles. They have a different textures, I guess.
Yeah, some are like hard, contrasting dark brown with light brown.
Others are light brown and gray. I'm gonna give this a meh out of 10.
This is just like a study in different textures, yeah.
Yeah, it looks like a granite store. You'd go and check out different tiles for your bathroom.
You need to do that,
I should.
depending on the mood you want in your bathroom.
Yeah, do you want like a really hardcore bathroom or like a soft, delicate bathroom?
Yeah. Like, do you want to get angry every time you take a shower, or just kind of feel like you're floating through the clouds?
That's really the best. I love having angry showers. There's nothing cools me off like a nice, hot, mad shower.
Like just aggressively shampooing your hair.
You're, gotta get this soaping. On the bottom, on the floor in the corner, we've got a recycled metal bug. I think it's pretty dope. I think that once I like get a little bit more money, I'm gonna get a stick welding kit,
Yeah?
and I'm gonna make shit like that and
That would be
sell
awesome.
it to hippies, and just because that's like an hour of work for like $100. Let's see, this one. Oh, this one's not for sale.
Well, I like all the colors and I can appreciate the artisticness of it. I think my favorite part of this is the shadows.
Ooh.
Because you have different light sources coming down, so it has all these cool shadows of the wings and the little feeder mouth. And the
I really
legs.
do like the feeder mouth. It looks very mosquito-y to me.
Yeah.
Mosquito-esque. Mesquite?
Mesquite?
Or is that a flavoring?
That sounds like food, and I'm super hungry.
Oh, what, you work or something earlier today?
No.
Work up an
I
appetite?
exercised.
Wave series number 4. I like this a lot, actually. It's pretty cool. It's
You
got
can put it in your bathroom if you got the angry tiles.
That's true. We've got a nice blue section. It looks like a big fence to me, like you couldn't get past it. And then a
Oh.
cream-colored sky above it.
I was thinking it looked like the ocean. And like, these were fish trails.
Oh, fish trails. Is that like chemtrails?
Kind of. I mean, fish poop and stuff.
Ah.
I feel like that would be a whale right there. It's just a little bit out of sight.
Oh, that's a whale out of sight in the picture.
It's too far away to see the whole whale.
So it's like essence of whale.
Essence of whale. Whale-esque.
Whale-y. Whalish.
Whalish? I think you just insulted people from Wales.
That's fine. I'm okay with that. I'm gonna put it on record right now. If you're Welsh, I don't like you.
Oh, goodness.
Fight me in the comments.
Oh, goodness. You're gonna have so many fights in the comments.
Dude, I just lost all of my Welsh viewers off just a random joke.
Damn it.
You know, your career can just change suddenly like that. That's what's crazy about the podcast world. That video is still going. Now it's just a dude holding sticks.
It's 3 dudes, actually.
3 dudes holding sticks?
Yeah.
Oh, Jesus. This guy had way too much time on his hands.
And they're rolling around on the beach, and he has sand all over his face.
Oh, this is totally an acid thing. They just videotape people on acid on the beach.
Well, I don't need to do acid. I already know what happens.
True.
Save me some time.
Yep.
And money.
That's not that much.
Oh.
Okay, here we've got a dream-like lake and tree.
I like this. I like the sky is pink and orange and like a sunrise.
Yeah, it looks like a memory.
Not to be confused with a sunset.
Oh, those are puppies.
True. We hate sunsets.
Okay, yeah. I think that's the Yes, they're more.
It's like a dream sunset, and it's very pink. I like it. Yeah, it looks like a hillside I'd like to sit on. Maybe have a picnic.
Yeah, it looks like someplace around here. Like if you drove up Highway 1
They're very mellow. The first
and you've got the beautiful blues and greens and
You know, it looks like Big
contrasts.
Sur to me.
it does. I feel like I've been here and taken this picture before.
It does say Big Sur 2016.
Well, there's that.
So there we go.
Oh,
I
and
was
it
right.
is the morning. I said it was a sunrise.
Oh, it was a sunrise. I was wrong. I said sunset. You said not to be confused with, and I then immediately confused it. Should have listened to you.
Should have listened.
Here we've got that one, but worse.
I like these ones, and this one has all the rainbow colors.
This is what I think not having glasses looks like.
It's true. That is what not having glasses looks like, which might be why I love these so much, because I didn't get glasses until my last year of college when I had to take a drawing class. And I couldn't see the model. I had to I didn't understand why everyone else could see it, and I just had to sit way too close.
My sister got glasses in, I believe, middle school, and apparently one thing she said was just like, yeah, trees, you can see every detail on them now. I just didn't think that didn't have the extent of human vision. Like, human vision just didn't do that.
I thought the same thing, and this is why, and it makes perfect sense. If something's far away, it's harder to hear.
True.
So if something's far away, it's harder to see. That made perfect sense to me. I never even thought about it. But yeah, I was told leaves will all stand out, but what noticed was words.
Oh, yeah.
Like I can read everything.
Signs from far away.
Yeah. Like there's so many words to be seen.
Whenever I can't read a sign that's far away, I have to check with someone. I have to be like, is that a thing that people can read? Am I failing there now? Like, are my eyes getting worse? I don't think so.
I hope not. I hope you're lucky enough not to need glasses.
I'd be the only person in my family that doesn't need glasses.
Oh,
So
really?
far, I've had 20/20 vision, been tested.
Nice.
But yeah, every person in my family needs glasses except for me.
Maybe you're the milkman, baby.
True. We just have to go back in time to when there's milkmen.
Yep. You're a lot older than you look.
Turns out I'm actually 40. Thought I was 25.
Pretty sure you'd be like 65. I don't know if 40 is old enough.
Maybe. Depends what part of the... Nah, I don't know. I don't know where milkmen are. I haven't seen one in my life, that's for sure.
No, me neither.
This one is a beach.
So it looks like more Big Sur pictures, but by a different artist. And I think these are super ugly.
It's kind of dark. I could see this in... I don't want to be too mean, but I could see this in a motel.
Mm-hmm. They're just... The detail level is wrong. These... It doesn't have very much detail, but you still get the essence of it. These ones, in contrast, have
Just kind of-
more detail, but I feel like it's just smudgy.
It's just kind of like a poorly rendered picture.
Yeah.
Fair enough. Hardcore, but I'll take it. You don't like it, that's whatever. I'll work on my craft.
Yeah. You gotta work on that, Adam.
All right, here we've got where we've turned onto the next wall. This one looks like people fucking in the woods.
Well, it's two bodies laying on top of each other. And I think it's called the sum of violence.
Yeah, so I said fucking in the woods.
I guess so. Or maybe they're dead. It's hard to tell their genders.
Yeah, one body kind of flows into the other.
And they're laying cross like an X.
Yeah, so it's kind of difficult to see where one starts and the other stops.
Is it difficult to tell if they're muscular or just have a lot of extra padding?
Yeah. Is it more like you, muscly, or me, extra padding?
Have you heard of skinny fat?
No.
Okay, so this is a real thing.
Seems like an oxymoron.
It does seem like that. The more technical term would be normal weight obese. And that's when your body fat percentage it's a percentage, so for each person it's different. But it's high enough that you are considered obese, but your weight for your height is normal. So it just means you have very little muscle mass and you're just all fat.
So you're the right weight, you're just not the right stuff.
Yeah, you're the right weight, but your composition is mostly fat and no muscle.
Okay, but I've also seen pictures of you, like, from CrossFit events, and you look ripped as hell.
Well, I'm really, really heavy.
Okay, this means you're all muscle.
Yeah, when I get injured and break my legs and stuff, I lose a lot of weight. And I get all skinny and fat at the same time. Like, it's a real thing.
I haven't seen it yet, but maybe in the future.
Have you ever met a girl and she looks
No.
like slender and stuff, but then she's just all jiggly everywhere? Like there's no tone, it's just jiggly?
Sure, yeah, plenty of girls, like, they're skinny, but, like, you can hold both of their hands with one hand, and they're just like, I can't move. And it's like, do you have any muscle composition?
So maybe some of those.
This one, again, is two people lying on top of each other, or maybe three. They're definitely not muscular in this one, though.
It's hard to tell how many people. Is it a one, a two, and then like a child?
I was thinking 1, 2, and then a third on, like, the bottom side. I thought there was, like, one big person with two lying on each breast.
Okay.
One lying on each of the first person's breasts.
I like the hands and the feet. They seem like the perspective and the shadow, even though there's not shadow, it's just colors.
Yeah, we got a purple hand on the top, and we got a purple, blue, and red hand on the bottom.
There's like a tiny fish face right there, coming out of their boob. And what was this? This was not a fork. You used this like scraping to get these lines.
It's like a sand shovel. Like a kid's sand toy.
Do a lot of gardening.
Yeah. Going down the wall again. Here we've got, this is a collage of smaller paintings, all of which are very nice.
Separated by puff paints.
Yeah, we got a lot of different
choice.
textures. Then we also have a circle going through the middle. I think that's probably to represent unity and how all the Central Coast comes together.
Yeah.
Something like that.
It mostly looks like the Central Coast. This one doesn't.
Yeah, I don't know where that is. That's like a Big Sur one, and that's kind of pushing the Central Coast.
Yeah.
It's more north. All right. Then on the opposite wall, we see, looks like a tessellation of, like almost like a mandala.
Yeah. Or what you would see if you look through one of those telescopes and twist the outside.
I mean, a kaleidoscope?
Kaleidoscope, yeah.
Have you just been using kaleidoscopes as telescopes?
The night sky is amazing.
I see land, Captain, and it's nice and purple and red, and oh my god, it's shifting. This is so great.
I guess I don't know how to use telescopes very well.
Yeah, the astronomers actually were just on a ton of acid. They're all kaleidoscopes. But when you look through a kaleidoscope on acid, it looks normal.
Does it?
Yeah, if you are on acid and you look through a kaleidoscope, it actually works just like a telescope.
Okay, cool.
Fun fact for all of our listeners.
You're just so into science.
Yeah, that's really what I feel like I can bring to art and history is my science expertise. Bring that in. Moving to our right, we've got a recycled metal rose. And I literally have made something similar to that.
It's a thistle.
Ooh.
It looks like what would happen, like if terrible chemicals were released into the environment and made plants come alive.
Are you telling me that plants are not alive? Or
Made them come. I know that plants are alive, but if they started getting up and walking around angrily,
oh, like the Ents from Lord of the Rings.
yes.
Have you not watched Lord of the Rings? Should I not make Lord of the Rings references?
I'm really bad at TV and movies. I fall asleep immediately.
That's fair. The Lord of the Rings is boring.
Probably because I can't see it because I'm not wearing my glasses.
Oh, yeah, that would... Yeah, if you can't see the movie and you're just hearing them walk through the snow for an hour,
It's so soothing.
that could be rough. Looks like
Another kaleidoscope.
Yep, another kaleidoscope. This one is staring directly at a flower. Then we got some mushrooms, recycled metal mushrooms. This one I like better than the old one.
I wonder what these were. These little mushroom cap plates. Is that part of a hubcap?
Maybe a shower piece or some sort of metal dome. Interesting. They could be buttons.
Buttons?
You know, really large buttons maybe, or robot nipples.
Robot nipples?
Yeah, they collect a bunch of robot nipples and, put them where they might.
Isn't this what Donald Trump's penis is supposed to look like?
No, that's supposed to look like Princess Toad from Mario.
Oh, okay.
So similar, but kind of picture a sphere
Okay.
and then a stalk.
Okay.
And the stalk is about the same length as the sphere.
So, like, this one.
Yes, the one in the back
The
right
tiny
is
little baby
close
one.
to it.
Got it.
But again, a more bulbous tip.
I am shocked that anyone has had him inside of them.
I'm not. He has a lot of money.
Yeah.
He
There's
has
things I can't.
so much money.
I know.
You
Still,
can.
there's like limits.
Everything has a price.
I'm curious to know what that would be.
All right, we've walked past a sink that's hidden by a paper fold up, so we don't see how the sausage is made. It's the old art sink. But what is the price? How much would it take for you to suck drumstick? Or I'll answer mine, and that's like 10 grand.
Okay. Sucking and
It doesn't have to finish.
the other stuff is different.
True. I would suck drumstick for 10 grand. I would
Really?
say
I don't feel like I would.
that. Really? You have much more self-respect than I do.
But that's the thing, I don't. And I love wieners.
You're just more selective. See, I don't even like wieners at all, but I would suck that wiener for 10K. I have to see it on the table first.
I just imagine,
Like, I'm not doing it with a promise.
so imagine like every day from that day forward, you watch the news and you just have to be like, oh, I did that.
Yeah.
That regret
I'd
feeling
say they're
forever.
talking about me. Because I would immediately tell the public that happened. Like, I'll get famous for that. That's fine with me.
That'd be interesting to be famous for it. It'd be different for you as a man.
Very different.
Me, they're just gonna be like, oh, she's gonna be a porn star or whatever.
Yeah, just one of many.
Yeah.
Yeah, actually, that'd be huge news if it turned out that a dude sucked
Yeah.
drumstick.
Which I'm sure has happened.
Probably.
Yeah.
Like, why not? Here we got some whales.
Would look nothing like Trumpstick.
Nothing like drumstick.
Like this old ancient power and modern power. So you have a whale that's... Is that it? Moray? No, that's not the stacks.
No. I think that's kind of an odd title though, because like, are whales ancient power? Is that how they used to power the world? Just by whales? Whale oil? I guess. Like they used to run lamps off whale oil.
Oh. Yeah, we've used fat from whales for a long time.
Yeah, so maybe it's real. Humpback breaching at sunset. I'm not convinced that it's sunset. They could have put that like pink filter on.
They could have.
Like, were they just there every day at sunset and they're like, come on, whale, come on, whale.
Breach.
We got a breach. Oh, I'm sorry, the lens cap was on. And then underneath we got a dolphin. I've never seen a dolphin with that coloration though.
Is that a fish? What's next to it? Is it?
Yeah, it kind of looks like a fish, but I would imagine the dolphin would have eaten it.
You think? Or he was supposed to jump over it.
Yeah, maybe he's full. All right. We're going to pause for 1 second and we will see you inside the gray wing. All right, we are here in the gray wing looking at the wall directly in front of us. The first one looks like a woman trying to take a jog, and she's getting harassed by a skeleton man.
It's entitled Runner, parentheses, Mom, Death, and Devil.
I guess because she's not paying attention to where she's going and the skeleton man is scaring her child.
This is why I don't run with headphones in.
That's true,
This is
because
why.
the zombies will get you.
I love this type of art, the tiny details.
Oh yeah, it's very, very detailed.
Like, I could look at this forever. It looks like an ink on paper. Oh, it's an etching. So just
Figure right there is from
look at those forever.
And to the right of that, we see, looks like a steampunk fish. I'm a big fan.
Or a pollution fish.
Yeah, one of the two. We also have, looks like a bunch of fools with selfie sticks and drones on a boat.
Yeah, millennials.
Ooh. Top right, or middle top right, we see Trump's head with a Klan hood on a stick.
Oh, I did not even notice that.
And that's incredible. I love it.
That's not the only Trump head in this art gallery.
Okay.
There's another one.
Sweet. We also have the Illuminati up top and a cell phone tower.
And Twitter, the Twitter flag. Instead of a pirate flag on this ship that's
I'm not gonna
floating.
lie, but I think the artist in this one probably is a big fan of the 21st century and all of the technical innovations and social media. They love it.
And where we're going as a society in America.
I feel like this one is fairly self-explanatory. We got oil destroying the world, a cowboy riding an oil rig, flaming pants, they're liars.
We got is that a pig?
Yeah, probably. Some sort of monster, man. All right, we're gonna go onto the right wall and we're gonna be checking out some of that. Dreamscape. Some pink and red. All right.
These are smaller pieces.
Yeah, this looks like Mars. And then, sorry.
Oh, nothing. This lady painted in red, nude, and it's viewing from the back, and it talks about femininity and what kind of a role that should play in our lives. Or it might be a woman. I don't know. Maybe she has a penis. Maybe I'm misreading the whole thing.
Yeah, way to be a huge sexist. Just because it looks like a woman's figure from behind, you assume it's a woman.
I did.
And it's all about feminism. You think it's a woman?
I did.
Geez, what a sexist thinking feminism is about women. Am I right?
I guess that really illuminated my shortcomings.
Oh, absolutely. Here's a yellow zombie. Terrifying. Above the piano that we are currently seeing and not allowed to touch, we see a woman or maybe someone tucking.
With breasts.
With breasts. Followed by that, I like these ones. These are pretty poppin'. Some white backgrounds. Fuck white supremacy.
There's a Trump head.
Nice, we got a Trump head.
Spitting little duck mouth.
Ugh, gross, man.
So gross. You would suck his dick, really?
Yeah, for $10,000? Absolutely.
$10,000 isn't even that much.
I know. But it's a lot for me.
I don't know.
That's like a decent amount.
Do you think he has sex like a lot? Who's
Probably.
having sex with him?
Hookers?
Sounds like he does have to pay for it most of the time.
Probably. He bought Melania.
Yeah. I wonder what her price was.
I wonder when her contract's up. Like, that's my big thing. It's like, once she can finally be free, I bet she'd be super happy.
She's probably free right now, but it looks bad to leave.
Or she's an evil demon too, and she's
Maybe.
fine with it.
Oh my gosh, that would be a match made in heaven.
Hashtag feminism, she's actually in charge. She's the real monster.
Go girl.
Blame more women, that's feminism.
Blame more women.
Here we got people fighting ICE. Love it. ICE are Nazis.
God.
All right. Following on to the next wall, we've got,
Ooh, so these are sewn.
these are sewn.
They're like needle and thread.
Oh, cool.
Look at that.
Oh, wow, this is very well done. I don't like it, but it's very nice.
It's very
Looks
nice.
like it took a lot of effort.
And this lady made her own paper.
Wow, what
Go,
a
Denise.
huge waste of time. They sell paper.
Yeah, but you can't put it in a. No, I guess you can put it in a museum. All those kids just slipped right in.
Yeah, that's just like standard construction paper. That is just, she wasted so much of her time. Like, because the art on it, I like it. It's a girl in a blue dress, some trippy flowers, maybe some, like a rock cobblestone floor below her, and the sun. But
Sew it onto the paper.
yeah, just imagine how much more time she could have saved if she had not made her own paper.
That's true.
Just saying.
I wonder what she used to make the paper. Did she like grind up some leaves or
Trees? Like,
tree? Yeah.
How does
do you
one go
make your
about
own?
that? Like, just take like a cheese. I think you take like a cheese grater, like a big one.
And just go at it on the
Yeah.
pine tree in the
yeah,
backyard?
for like Parmesan, you scrape.
Maybe you could just clean up around the tree after that guy does his pole dancing on it.
Ooh.
There's a
Yeah,
lot
you'd
of
have
bark
ground it
falling
real
off.
smooth.
Yeah.
Here we go. Looks like people being shot.
Let's see. Lift a hammer and everything becomes a nail.
Is that like a thing about the manufacturing world, or like, I don't know, the world of building things and people become
Maybe just
nails?
if you can wield power, suddenly you want to for no reason.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, I actually had a kid just to assault them because I have that power.
Isn't that fun?
Yeah, and then I
You
give
feel
them up
so
for adoption,
strong.
you get a new one. It's
Yeah.
a cycle.
You
This one is, I'm gonna say that they're not using a lot of the canvas. There's a very small photo in a very large frame.
But there's imprints of words on the white blank part of the canvas.
Yeah.
And then one side of the picture is labeled freehand.
Though we don't see any hands.
You see a giant nipple.
That's true. That's also a pretty high number.
It is, and it's like 3D. It has its own big old shadow.
Yeah, this guy's got a 3D nose and nip, and that's about it. And I guess the pecs, like, are those pecs? I don't know what that line is on a normal person.
I don't. Ooh, I have this line, the clavicle, and he's got an Adam's apple.
Okay, this is what it's like growing up obese. I saw Susan Sarandon in one of my mom's soap operas, and I was like, what's wrong with her? And my mom's like, what? I'm like, you can see like that whole bone there. And I was pointing at the clavicle. I just had never seen any of my family members who had clavicle bones
Interesting.
showing. And I was like a little uncomfortable. Though of course she was super skinny, like you could get a grab on it and shake her clavicle if you wanted.
Ooh.
But
I do that every once in a while. I'm just like, isn't that fun? Our body's so cool.
some bodies are, mine isn't.
Why not?
Mine's kind of gross.
I don't think it's gross.
Yeah, it's gross and it's lumpy and it's got like marks where I accidentally stabbed myself. You know, it's kind of rough.
I don't know. I think I could make the argument that I'm a pile of trash, but
To be
I have
fair,
broken bones, a full of metal.
yeah, how many bones have you broken?
I think 12.
Wow,
Yeah.
I have not broken a single bone.
I've got enough for both of us.
Nice. still on this wall. Now we've got into some spooky sections.
It's Halloween.
We've got a mummy and some crows. Scary, I'm not gonna lie. Here's hands on a face. Looks like someone's getting suffocated.
Oh, yeah.
Ooh, even scarier, Native Americans. They're gonna get revenge, I swear.
They're not. Alcoholism is too strong in their genetics.
Oof, oof, oof. It is an honorable mention.
Yeah, see, it didn't even win
The thing?
any of the award. There's a jury award over there. I saw it.
Oh, okay. Because I didn't see any award, and I saw it. I was like, honorable mention compared to what? Because I didn't know who won. But I guess if we find the winner, we'll let you know.
From North Dakota, Wolf Moon Dancer.
I like the colors.
Is it charcoal? I don't know what mezzotint.
Yeah, mezzotint. You know, the famous mezzotint that you put on stuff. Ooh, we got some woodcuts over here. We got a very sad Russian who's
With a
covered in
dog.
fur and a pup,
How could you be so sad with that dog?
right? And this is actually a scale that was introduced in my last episode.
Okay.
And that's the dog scale.
Okay.
And this actually is a 1 out of 7 on the dog scale. And it automatically makes it better because it has a dog in it.
Good.
I think it's an objective looking at art. Most of the ones you've seen today are 0s out of 7
Yeah,
on the dog scale. This one, a 1, so great improvement.
I like that.
Though I will say the hand getting stabbed in the top right is confusing to me. There's also origami in this one, which I don't know why that's there.
I enjoy that she's holding a dog in one hand and half an avocado in the other hand. She's got her priorities.
Yeah, the two most important things in her life.
And I did this, so around her neck, she's wearing a molar tooth. And I did that in college when I had my wisdom teeth pulled out. They let me keep them.
And you made it into a necklace?
I did.
Do people think that's weird?
Again, I was homeschooled, so I don't really know what weird.
You were homeschooled in college?
No, until college, until high school. But everything just came years later.
Fair enough. So the people at your high school, which is your homeschool, thought it was weird.
Well, people in high school didn't see it because I didn't get it till I was in college.
Oh, okay. Fair enough.
But yeah, I was ignorance is bliss.
Yes.
That was me in high school. Like,
Nice.
I didn't really get it. And I was just happy all the time and it was fine.
Oh, that's cool. I thought I got it. I did not. I did not have it, no.
So good, we were in the same place.
Yeah.
Except I was happy.
Yeah, the only difference between us in high school is that, well, one of us was happy.
Ignorance is bliss.
I like this one. She's cutting her hair.
Yeah.
Really threatening too, I think.
Short hair girl.
Yeah, some guy was like, but babe, I love your hair long. And she's like, say it one more time. I'm just going to do it. I'm going to go to a hairdresser. I'll just do it myself.
I think her hands are backwards.
She's doing, both of us, okay, only our video watchers will be able to enjoy this portion, but Stacy and I are sitting in a museum looking like idiots trying to hold our hand in the position of the woman in this.
Yeah.
Her right hand makes sense because she's holding her hair with her right hand, but then her left hand is, I think, also a right hand. I don't know how that's happening. She looks very tired, which I appreciate.
It's not a good time to be cutting your own hair, though.
No, but it's the most likely time you're going to cut your own hair when you're just fucking exhausted.
And you don't want to braid your hair or wash it, so you just cut it off one morning?
Yeah, exactly. That's what I do.
Okay, I can see that, sure. Like a death moth on her wrist.
A death moth?
Yeah, the moths, they signify death.
What? I thought moths just like lamps.
Well, yeah, but they go there to die.
What?
Go towards the light. That was first said by a moth.
Oh, shit. I didn't know that.
Yeah. Zombies.
Yeah, zombies are just arms coming out of the gray. We're continuing to follow the right wall, by the way. Here's a poem called X-Rays.
So it kind of tells you what x-rays do and how they can show what's inside of you.
And then to the right of it is not an X-ray. It's kind of a black thing with some white spots.
Maybe it was an x-ray that they super, increased the contrast or something.
Weird. My mom once took an X-ray. Well, she was an X-ray technologist, and one time took an X-ray of a guy who complained about headaches. Super old dude. And had complained about headaches for decades to doctors, and none of them really cared. And I guess it just gave him medication. And now he was at the point where morphine wasn't working, and he finally made enough money so that he could get an X-ray done. Welcome to America. Our foreign listeners, this is healthcare here, by the way. And so they get an X-ray. Turns out, in World War II, when he served,
Yeah, bullet.
he had a bayonet
Oh my gosh, that's so
in his
cool.
head. Yeah, someone stabbed him in the back of the head, and then was like, I guess I'll just take the knife part out because I can't get the knife out. And then someone found him and saw the back of the wound and was like, oh, I guess this is blunt force trauma, and just sewed it up. Guy lived, and he just had a knife in his brain. And not a small knife either. And it just lodged perfectly between the lobes. And he's like, okay, can we get it out? No.
It would do so much damage.
Yeah, something that's been in your brain
For
for 40
decades.
years, for 40 plus years. No, 60 years at this point.
That's amazing.
By the time my mom saw him. Yeah, and so I've looked through our garage so many times to find that X-ray. I would love to have a picture of that. That would be cool.
That would be amazing. He's probably passed away by now.
I'm sure. Knife brain is surprising that he lived 60 years after that.
Well, sometimes that stuff happens. I mean, if it doesn't kill you right away, you might be fine for a while.
True. Like a pipe guy?
Oh gosh, Phineas Gage. Yeah.
God, you're such a nerd. I love it. I knew you would know who that guy was.
Yeah.
That's incredible. Yeah,
Got
look
the
up
pipe
Phineas
through
Gage.
his eye socket and out the back of his head, and
Yeah, train accident, right?
it was he worked on railroads or in mines. I think it was an explosion of some sort.
Cool. We've got a pie. I
Back
dig
to
it.
the art.
Still making us hungry.
But what's in this pie? Is that bullets or
It's guns.
those are? Oh, I see them now. Okay,
Yeah,
yeah.
they're I want to say poorly drawn guns, but I don't think that's the goal. And I see the real American pie.
Oh,
Hardy har har.
I need it.
Guns. Yeah, I'd eat that gun pie. My favorite type of pie. Gun pie.
Bum pile, woke count country.
That's actually the name of my porno.
Bum pile.
In the woke country. Yeah, it's you have to have
It's like hipster,
subtitles.
but it's all anal sex.
True.
So woke.
Yeah, hipsters don't it's kind of normal to have sex with vaginas and penises.
Yeah.
If you're not using
Oh
a
my God.
butthole, really, what are you doing? You're just having lame sex if you're not exclusively using the butt.
I think you could do better. Go to think sex or the elbow pit.
Yeah, really, all you need is a crease.
Yeah.
I think that might be a Chris Rock joke.
All you need is a crease.
Yeah. Might be, I don't know. Some comedian, I think. I'm just gonna cover that base right now because it seems familiar. I don't think I'm funny enough to make that up. Here we've got a naked woman on a hill, looking at something set on fire.
I'm just thinking about all my creases.
Which crease could be used?
What would that crease feel like?
Behind the ear, really?
Oh yeah, I forgot, but that's a soft crease.
Yeah, I don't really do any labor there, so it's probably very soft.
Yeah.
We've got shadowy figures.
Refuge. They do look like refugees.
To me, it looks like someone with face blindness.
That is kind of what I see. I've got some face blindness.
Really?
That's why I can't tell people apart.
Is that true that you have actual face blindness?
I memorize your hair or the way you walk or that kind of stuff. But otherwise, like, oh, it's
So-
another white guy. I don't know.
So for Rick, myself, and Mike, you just judge by size.
So I had just watched Mike. Well, no, not Mike Zaleski.
Okay.
Who is the guy who went up last night that looks just like Rick?
Bruce?
Maybe.
Bruce does not look like Rick, but I could see a person with face blindness thinking that Bruce and Rick looked alike.
Then maybe that's what it is.
That's incredible.
Because someone was like, who's the guy that just went up? Was it him over there? And I was like, I don't know.
I never knew that about you. That's
Yeah,
incredible.
It's a bummer.
So again, me, Rick, and Mike are just small, medium, and large.
Well, like, I know you and Rick are different because Rick has a gap in his teeth. So, like, I memorize things like that. And your beards help, or being bald helps. Like, if the stuff around your face, I can memorize that.
So that's your boyfriend is bald, right?
Yeah.
So that's why.
So that's easier to remember which one he is.
It's just the most convenient man in the room to be dating for a face blind person.
And if I see you a lot, then I'll be like, oh yeah, I know that person. But then let's say if he and I broke up, I didn't see him for a year, and then someone's like, oh hey, is that Steve? I'd be like, probably.
Oof, that's harsh. I don't think I could date someone with face blindness, because if we ever broke up and we came back to like saw each other, I would be so broken by like someone being like, I don't know, is that their face? I don't know, we dated for like a year, but they just faded away. I don't think, like, I know that's like a you thing, not a me thing, for our fake future. But
You're picking up with me right now. It's not me, it's you.
it's not. Yeah,
It's your
not-
face blindness.
It's your face blindness. And there's just one of the things I want in a relationship is someone who can recognize me.
God, it's so hard to date these days.
No. What, we want someone who has a job and can see people?
It is, yeah, it's a weird thing because, like, the guy I dated before him, we dated for a year, and I'm pretty sure he still lives here.
Huh.
But I'm like not sure if I see him sometimes. Like, is that? I can't tell if that's Brian or not.
I hear that. Back to the art, we've got a man who's very angry about a carrot.
I'd be like, carrots. It's being such a dick.
He's just like, oh, that motherfucking carrot's back. It's back. He's having flashbacks to Vietnam.
Yeah, he's justified. He had PTSD from vegetables. Not everyone's gay for vegetables.
That's true.
Maybe
That's
that
true.
carrot cheated on him with a female bell pepper.
Oh, God, that fucking whore. 4-lobe.
Her and her lobes.
Mistress.
Just waving her lobes around town.
Yeah, what do these bell peppers
Floozy.
think? These bell peppers with their 4 lobes. Everyone knows a respectable bell pepper has 3 or fewer lobes. I really want a lobeless bell pepper, if I could. I know perfection doesn't exist in vegetables, but I'd like to try.
A lobeless bell pepper. I'll do my best.
Yeah, just one spherical bell pepper.
I'll ask around.
Actually, that's... Oof. No, we can't have a lobeless bell pepper. We could have a 1-lobe bell pepper, but that would just be a circle, right?
There's probably some sort of tinder, like a high fiber tinder, just for vegetables.
Interesting.
You could find that.
I'll settle for 1 lobe, though. If I'm being real.
you have people born with all kinds of stuff down in their genital area. Why
I'll
can't
suck
you have
Donald
peppers?
Trump's dick for $10,000. I'll eat a 1-lobed pepper.
So weird. I would rather suck a 1-lobe pepper.
Wow. Harsh burn on Donald Trump.
Donald
I'd
Trump.
rather eat a bell pepper than suck your dick.
Yeah.
Or is that just a thing against bell peppers?
Bell peppers are amazing.
So it's just not.
And they're not trying to limit my rights.
That's true, but that's. I guess when I really break it down like that you like bell peppers and you hate Donald Trump, it's just not that incredible of a statement. Like, I'd rather eat a cheeseburger than suck his dick. Sure. But I'd rather suck his dick for $10,000 than eat a cheeseburger.
What's the other worst possible thing you could think of? Like going
Eating
out
his
and
ass?
like,
Would you go down on Donald Trump's butt for $10,000? $20,000. Would you suck Donald Trump's dick for $20,000?
I guarantee you he is like all fat and no muscle.
Oh, sure, of course. Yeah, the guy is a fucking monster. Okay.
Like, what's the next worst thing you could think of doing?
Going down on Hillary Clinton.
Oh, I would do that in a minute.
Really?
And I don't even like vagina. Vagina's gross.
Oh, fair enough.
But at least I feel like, well, I know she probably wasn't having sex with Bill.
True.
So
It's clean.
hopefully not porn stars.
True.
Yeah, I just want them clean.
Yeah, if I had to pick Hillary, Bill, or Trump, and whose genitals are clean, I would say Hillary. I think she's the only one responsible enough to shower on a daily basis.
Yeah, and not.
Fuck everything that
Damn,
moves.
is that sexist that we think that?
Maybe, or maybe just women. I don't know if it's sexist to say that women have higher standards than men or take care of themselves better than men, generally.
Okay.
Men are used to relying on people. Like, we've just been allowed to be like, oh, you take care of those things, I don't need to do that.
You'll be fine.
Like, oh my god, I hate when I see posts, or it's like, oh, Tim's taking care of the kids for the weekend. Isn't
Like
he
it's
a nice
big
guy?
deal. I hate that.
Wow, how'd you get a husband who takes care of your kids? I don't know. That's just what I was used to growing up. My dad was a good dad, I guess.
He helps you raise the children you made together.
That said, I can't wait because people are gonna love me. Like, I'm gonna take care of kids and clean things, just like I don't know, an adult.
You know,
I'm gonna get so much praise for that. That's incredible.
you will. And meanwhile, we'll be like, yeah, well, why didn't you clean the house while I was at work?
Dude, I would love to be a stay-at-home dad. If I could, like, just be a comedian stay-at-home dad while my wife is working.
That'd be pretty cool.
That would be the life. I could easily do that.
Just find a rich chick.
Yeah. I'll absolutely be a trophy husband.
I mean, you could break up Ivanka.
Do you think I could get with Ivanka?
Yeah, I think you could do it. Definitely.
Nice. That is a huge boost to the
Definitely.
confidence. Back to the art. We've got a baby on a rattlesnake.
And the rattlesnake tail, like, turns into an eyeball with people walking and a goat.
Yeah. Classic imagery of the folly of youth and how eventually it's corrupted
Yeah.
or something.
Or maybe that's like right before you wake up when you're dreaming and then your alarm goes off.
Ooh, more art touching again.
That was an accident. The glass is so clear.
I just didn't know that we could not. I thought I would have another inch before I poked it.
My fingers are so much longer than I expected.
Are you sure you're not high?
I've never been high.
My fingers, they're so much longer than I thought.
Ooh, is that what being high is like?
Your first time, you can make stupid things like that. You can say shit like that. It's fun.
And then after that, you're just...
Oh, well, no. Like, your first time getting high is definitely really fun.
Oh, okay.
But, and you're definitely not used to it. And you also, yeah, it's a totally new experience. And you're like, whoa, this is new. Let me explore this. And you can definitely, like, one of the first thing I said the first time I got high was, oh my god, I'm a gyroscope.
Is that like a kaleidoscope?
It's like one of those things that keeps things from falling over. Like, it's a bunch of spinning mass so that it's a bunch of multiple axes spinning and it stops things from falling.
Oh, that thing?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Interesting.
People are gonna get mad at me for not explaining a gyroscope very well. I really should have been able to explain it better because I'm an engineer. But, it's all right.
Gyroscope, got it. It's like a top with no
That
bottom.
doesn't fall over.
Yeah.
Here we've got a child laborer, my favorite type of laborer.
They're cheaper.
Yep.
And they're so nimble and flexible. Their little hands.
Yeah, they can fit inside sewing machines and like big gear systems so that you can just get all the small pieces out.
It is nice.
Yeah. And if you lose one or two of them, what do you care?
You just make another one.
Right? Limitless free labor. We are following this right wall again. We've got some shots. We got some trees, a blue tree.
It's like the Moses tree in the desert that God set on fire.
Oh, it was a bush. We also have more depression. This is a woodcut on native plant material. How many people are making their own damn paper?
They're sitting up in the trees.
Yeah, we got people in trees and buildings and sad, dark shit. But again, I want to point out this person made their own paper.
Yeah, they did.
Why are people making their own paper? Don't they realize that we have paper at stores? Like, we've already done this. They could have...
I'm from there.
Oh.
I'm from like 15 minutes away from where this artist grew up. So that actually explains it.
Yeah, so living
depressing.
near where this person lived, what can you see in this that you point out is accurate to your hometown?
Well, I just remember up there, well, for one thing, there was a lot more people of color up there than there are here. And everyone in this painting is, I mean, it's only black and white, black and brown. There was a lot of drugs up there. A lot of drugs.
And somehow you still didn't do any of them.
I was homeschooled, again.
That's the real problem with homeschooling, is that your kids just won't do enough drugs.
They won't really know what life is like.
Yeah. We are still going right, dodging a large tower, or we're moving to the left on the wall. Here we got some ink blots, some patterns. We got an elephant. I like this elephant a lot, actually.
Ooh, I see. Oh, from Santa Margarita.
The elephant is standing on a bunch of skulls.
I like the skulls.
If you ever go to Stacy's house, do not step on the skulls.
Don't pee in the skull bucket.
Yeah, the skull bucket is not for peeing. No. But besides that, you can pretty much pee anywhere. Learn
Yeah,
that.
totally fine.
Okay, so now we're looking at the middle column that we skipped. I like it. I love this one a lot. Stacey, you want to give us a description for this one?
So it's a whole bunch of white little bunnies. They're looking in different directions, and they're each wearing a little necklace with a human foot.
I love that.
Me too.
That's one I've always thought was confusing.
It makes me think of Monty Python and the Holy Grail.
Nice. Yeah,
bunny.
absolutely. The killer rabbit.
Yeah.
I used to have a stuffed killer rabbit, but then my dog killed it.
Yeah. I like how innocent all the bunnies look too.
Yeah, they're just chilling.
They're not mean. There's no red glowing eyes. They're just like, hey, what's up?
Yeah, isn't this normal?
Hey.
Next, we got a kid emerging from a flower, like a kid and a parent, approaching the big city.
Alright.
All the big cities here look like demons.
This is from Fairfield again.
Okay, apparently Fairfield's just fucking awful. It's below Fairfield, it's poor field.
Poor field. Subpar field.
Subpar field. This one is a big old map for me. It's a picture of a freeway sign. The bird looks fat.
Vulture on top and a vulture in the background.
Yeah. Ooh. What is your pressing matter? We've got a big wall of Post-it notes. What's your pressing matter? We got love, being content with myself. Someone drew the symbol for base nectar, which I dig.
Someone wrote vote, DACA.
Loneliness, science ignorance.
Are you gonna write something?
I could. I certainly could. What are you gonna write?
Well, this is pretty much what I was gonna write.
All right, I'll let you write that while I read off a couple others.
Okay.
We got visiting family. She craves spirit. The god crave matter. I'm sorry, what? We got pure Bacardi. I don't know Bacardi. Ooh, we've got a Kilroy was here. That's a throwback.
Kilroy?
Yeah, you know Kilroy? With the nose and the fingers coming over the fence.
Yeah, like over the hill.
Yeah, someone threw that up here. Got a lot of people for peace. Yeah, Compass Ion. I don't know what that one is. Ooh, we got free markets. I like that person. That person, his answer to poverty is do nothing.
Make more art? You're in a whole building full of art.
Yeah, let it. Honestly, what we've seen today is that the professionals are way better than the kids who are making the art. Looks like, ooh, this one says food. I dig that one a lot. Ooh, fear? Fear is your pressing matter?
That's a bummer.
Yeah, like I guess if you're just afraid of a lot of things, maybe. I know I'm afraid of a lot of things, but then I have to convince myself that those things won't actually happen to me. Nice. And so Stacy's is, I like these. And then she drew us an illustration with veins and hair.
Little curly hairs.
Oh yeah, it's definitely better than most doodles you'd see of the same type.
Yeah.
I'm actually gonna take a picture of it real quick. Perfect. Gotta document this one. All right, we're continuing onto the right wall. We got some scary cats on a chair.
What is this? Is this a bird?
Looks like a.
Oh, it's downward dog. So there's a dog and a terrifying human being doing yoga together.
I can't be convinced that that's a human.
What is it? Is that the nose and the eyes?
Oh no, it's got like a bird head and it's scary.
It is scary.
I'm gonna move on.
Okay.
We're moving on. We're gonna see, actually, before we keep going, we're gonna see the back of the tower that we were at just a second ago.
Ooh, I like this.
Yeah, these are real trippy.
It's a human head, but it's kind of angled back and it's full of, you can see through the skin, so you see all the arteries and tendons and veins, and he has skin on his ear because there's something interesting to look at in the ear, I guess.
How realistic is that one? How realistic is this as a nurse?
I mean, it's fairly, you can see different layers,
Yeah.
so it's fairly realistic. I mean, you've got the muscles here.
Do we have the numbers there already? Because I see that a lot of the veins are numbered.
Some people are labeled wrong. They're just born labeled wrong.
Fair enough.
But otherwise, it's pretty realistic. I like this. I'm not really sure what this thing is.
Oh, that's the demon.
Okay.
Yeah, it's the demon inside you. I really like the one to the right of it. It's very violent.
Yeah, it is.
It's got 2 Walthers in
Definitely bring your kids to
there, or maybe an old Ruger. It's also got an M16 front on the 2 on the top crossed. We've got a bullseye board. We have some sort of grenade in the corners. This one's cool. It's pretty dark.
Little monkey guy.
This would definitely be seen in my the room in my house where I do drugs.
Okay.
I call it the drug room.
The drug room.
Yeah, it would definitely be one that'd show up there. It's pretty metal, pretty punk. Not metal. Yeah, it's pretty punk. I'd say that.
Does it look a little bit like someone just took a bunch of clip art and mashed it together?
A little bit. It looks like something I would make if someone asked me to make a punky collage. And thinking that I could make this makes it feel like it has less value.
Are these lions like
Yeah, those
trying
are
to
like
get at
griffins.
his junk?
What, you've never had griffins try to go at your man's junk? That's one thing about
I do a
male
lot of
junk.
push-ups.
Okay, fair enough. You scare away the griffins.
I do.
That's pretty good. So we're gonna go left from that tower, from where we were looking, and then we're gonna go back to the right wall at a picture of David Butts. His name is Butts.
It is Butts.
This is Half Dome.
It is Half Dome.
It's pretty good etching.
I wonder
I like
if that's
it.
what he could see from Paso Robles, where he lives.
Wonder if you could see it when he was looking through his butts.
I wonder if he sat on his butts while he was drawing that.
Probably. I wonder if I like butts. Do you think I could purchase a Butts? Like a Butts original?
I mean, I bet you could. An original Butts.
Yeah, I could get an original signed Butts for only $400.
But don't get half of it. Like, you want to get the entire thing. You want to get the butt whole.
Oh, the collection of butts.
Yeah.
So I can get butts in their entirety.
Yeah.
Whole butts collection is way better than half butts.
Yeah.
Never want to half butt something.
And I mean, he might have ones that are larger dimensions, so you can get a big butts.
I would love a huge butts. That would really make my afternoon.
Yeah, I can't lie. Those are my favorite.
That's true.
Big butts.
Call back to the McHammer. This one is some lotuses, lotus
Yeah.
flowers.
Around a dead bird.
Yeah,
It was also stitched on.
Yeah, and that's fairly accurate because lotus flowers really come out of really scummy lakes. Probably have dead animals in it.
Dead birds are cool.
Are they?
I used
homeschool
to
is weird.
Homeschool is the worst. Don't do it. But I used to do trail running a lot. Just it was nice therapy, just go running out on trails.
Yeah.
And you find dead things all the time, like snakes and lizards and birds and occasionally deer, which is awesome.
Occasionally people.
Never. That's my dream.
Not
is
really?
to find a dead person.
Oh.
I don't care when they died. It can be recent or a long time ago, but
Okay, what are you doing first? Calling the cops or having sex with the body?
well, I would poke them with I would do lots of poking.
Oh, okay.
Not sexually, but eventually I would call the cops.
I thought I saw a dead guy in San Diego. It was just a homeless guy who was lying in the street, but it was like 110 degrees out. And so I called the cops and I was like, hey, there's a guy lying on the ground and he's either on a lot of drugs or he's dead because there's just no way people would, it's really hot out. And they're like, oh, did you stop and say anything? I was like, no, I was getting on the freeway
Yeah.
because the guy was like lying next to the on-ramp.
Oh,
and I was just
nice.
like, this is rough. But
I wonder.
back to the wall. Looks like we got some bird wings.
Really well done.
Yeah, they're very, very well
Pigeon
detailed.
wings. Just the wings off. There's no bird attached.
That's my favorite type of wings.
I don't have anything like that in my bone collection. Maybe I should get something.
You really should. You should start wing hunting. Here we got spiraled
And I'll have
people.
like a Red Bull can next to it.
This is obviously what happens when someone has their period in a hot tub.
Yeah. Body soup.
It's my favorite type of soup.
So gross. It's my favorite type of soup.
It's gross.
It is gross.
Don't even joke about that.
Periods in hot tubs. I'm sure you've been in a hot tub when someone had a period.
Oh, dozens of times. And you all take a straw. You mix it up.
Yeah?
Yeah, you put some fruits, vegetables, chop them up. Just turn the whole thing into a margarita, basically.
It's pretty amazing.
You gotta cover it up at least. So you're throwing in red, blue food coloring, or not red food coloring, blue food coloring, green. Just turn the whole thing into a mess.
I was gonna say if you throw in some blue, that'll just make it purple.
Yeah,
A purple drink.
purple rain. I don't know. Some artist sang that. It's not mine originally. Who knows?
This big muscly guy.
Yeah, I was just starting to look at
attacking
him.
the city.
Dreamworld, the avenging angel.
Oh, that's an angel.
He looks very happy about smiting and slaughtering these people.
Yeah. He kind of does his skirt remind you of Sailor Moon?
It does.
He's got some Sailor Moon going on.
What sailor would he be? Sailor Heaven, I guess?
Sailor God.
Sailor Jesus.
And are these the demon gargoyles up here? Just like, no.
Yeah, there's a lot of gargoyles. That looks like a pug gargoyle in the top right.
Oh, yeah. Looks like a cat, sort of.
That gargoyle would not make me afraid. It would just make me chuckle. Like that. The next one is a woman, but instead of having boobs, she has a clock.
Yeah, because time is ticking. Those babies are just gonna droop.
Droop, baby. Oh, the droop. There it is.
They don't have to get them cut off because of cancer.
The classic story of boobs. Just time is ticking. Better get the most out of them now.
And she's so young.
Though, to be fair, if the clock was gone, I think it's suggesting that it would be pretty flat.
Well, yeah, based on her overall, like, she's very petite.
Yeah, very, very slim.
I think she would have a very flat chest, which is fine.
Yeah, I'm down. I'm definitely. I've made this perfectly clear that I'm an ass man, but definitely
That's gonna be
appreciate
flat,
everything. It's gonna be flat too. That's not even in the picture, and you're already giving her a flat ass.
She's got a flat ass.
You can tell.
She's so slender.
All right, I'm sure she's got a nice personality.
Yeah. And there's nothing wrong with having a flat ass either.
True, you just can't fuck a personality.
That's pretty much all I'm fucking. That's why
What?
I wouldn't do Donald Trump.
Oh.
That's my hang up.
Like, personality definitely, like, goes into play, but that's not the physical thing that you're holding.
It's true. Can your personality have big boobs? What's big boobs of a personality?
That's crazy. I didn't even think of that. Because you can be a tall personality.
Uh-huh.
Like, one of the comedians in the area is very short, but I would never describe her as such. Because when I think about it, it's like, wow, that's a big person.
Yeah.
But a big tit personality.
Yeah, what's a big tit personality?
And is that related? Is that just the female equivalent of, like, big dick energy?
Maybe.
Though I really think, okay, big dick energy is just confidence, right?
More or less, yeah. And that, like, authoritative take control thing.
Yeah.
Because you can be quiet and confident, and you can be loud and in your face confident.
Interesting. This is actually the last one we're going to look at. And that is just kind of it's a black and white of a woman braiding her hair. And it seems like, I don't know, she looks like she's, I don't know, she's either staring at the braid or maybe she's thinking about something. She's like, God damn, shouldn't have sucked Donald Trump's dick.
Maybe.
That 10 grand was not worth it.
It's not. See, she knows. Should have asked for 20.
Should have asked for 20. Always keep bargaining. Until the tip's in your mouth, you keep bargaining. That's the sound. I don't know if you guys picked that up. This is actually going to be the asthma portion. Stacy, can you replicate that sound a little closer to the mic? Yeah, that's the sound. If you've ever heard that, stop. Something is going wrong.
She doesn't want it.
She does not.
That's not the sound of consent. It's not what consent sounds like.
No. All right, we are done inside the museum, and we will catch you outside to sign off. All right, we have just finished our tour. I hope you guys loved it. Hope you guys learned a lot. Thank you for joining us, Stacy, on Everyone Hates Us Here.
Everyone.
It was really a fantastic journey. And again, so this was the San Luis Obispo Museum of Art. Please come by the Sloma. Come by if you're in San Luis Obispo. Listen while you're going through. That's the real goal. Again, exploring the great indoors. And again, Stacy, thank you. Check me out on my Facebook pages at Max Weinstein Comedy, Max Weinstein on Twitter. Also the podcast, Everyone Hates Us Here. It's too long to fit in most, so it's at EHUH Podcast. That's EHUH Podcast. That's generally the sound people make when we walk by. Ugh. When we're talking about dicks and art and all sorts of things. Either way, thank you guys very much for joining us again. Love you. Bye.